It's good to see you. I wish you were under better circumstances. You made the trip out to support the memory of your brother today.
Absolutely, yeah. Flew in about 1 a.m. this morning, did a couple of interviews till about 3, woke up at about 7 to start the day and kind of get this going to make sure that just to kind of see and make sure everything's heard.
What's going through your mind as you stand here on the street where he lost his life?
Honestly, it's a lot. It's numbing rage and sadness, but it's also hard to process or comprehend any of it, just because since there's so much going on, there's not a whole lot of time to process up to this point. But I mean, the funeral's on Saturday, so I'm hoping that then both me and a lot of my family will have a little bit of time to kind of start the grieving process a little bit more truly, you know what I mean? Because there's been a lot of work to be done between Micah organizing all of this and just all those other friends as well helping out with that. So I can't explain how grateful we are for it, but it's beautiful to see all the help and all the love that he has, not just reading it, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's the physical show up, you know.
What does it mean to see all these people here today on the streets?
I'm not surprised, you know. I mean, even if Johnny wasn't an actor, you know, I mean, I believe there still would have been some sort of repercussion similar to this, just because he was genuine through and through. That was real character, and it was true. It wasn't some sort of facade that he put up for everybody else, you know.
On behalf of your family, what are you hoping that people take away from his life and his legacy?
I mean, exactly for what he was for. I mean, you see the turnout that he had, people that he only met once, people that he's met 100 times. It was the same character, same charisma, the same love every single time. And it's a shame that someone like him got taken when he did, because there's so many. You don't want any life taken, but it just hurts, especially when it's your brother and it's someone you love and someone that was pure of heart.
Yeah, and I can imagine, too, just the distress that you all are going through and the anger and the rage, just by the mere fact that you don't know who did it and they don't even have any leads and they haven't caught this individual.
I mean, they can't. Even if they did have leads, they couldn't tell us in the first place, because all it's going to do is disrupt their investigations. It could push someone back into hiding. So we're being patient. They're in contact with us, and they answer our calls most of the time whenever we call to ask questions.
So y'all have been in touch with them?
I was like, oh yeah, with the detectives and stuff. They're very supportive, and they understand that we're going to continue calling, and I think this is going to kind of help and show that this is not going to stop, or it won't stop. And we're appreciative of what they're doing, but we're going to try to continue to make sure that they're still putting their best foot forward through the entirety of the process.
I also just note one thing. You, your mom, your brothers, you guys have been incredibly stoic throughout this process. How?
I mean, I don't know. It's still very surreal. I'm still hoping for him to be kidnapped or something. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. But you know, we're not trying to pretend that it's not happening. But since we didn't consider all the media attention that it was going to get, not until after I got the first call from a reporter, and then they really started flooding in. Because once that happened, you realize that maybe there's a chance to help. We might be able to do something to make sure it doesn't get swept under the rug. So that was anything that we can do to help. That's the only reason that we're doing this, we think that keeping our face out here is going to help continue to show that it's important to everybody. So I mean, that's all we want, is just the continued search, the capturing conviction of the correct person. There's not a whole lot of words that I can think of right now. It's frustrating, but we can't do anything more than this. So that's what we're trying to do.